And during sports, you were probably more supervised, or at least you're more aware of your nutrition.
Yeah, way more than.
What were your sports that you played?
Swam and water polo.
Water. Okay,
Yeah.
so in the water. And
Yeah,
were there people looking after your nutrition, like your parents?
Not as it is today. Today's nutritional advancements and sports nutrition is like amazingly like advanced. Well, actually more advanced than what we're doing in orthopedics.
I thought we were taught. I think we were taught a lot of the wrong things when we were growing up, because the food pyramid, I think is a little backwards. To some degree.
Yeah, I mean,
carbohydrates it's the way we think about these things. Really, I mean, we should be using these things, the macronutrients. The carbohydrates should be used for energy. The protein should be used for muscle building, and then the fats should be good fats, right? But those are just 3 macronutrients, and then kind of everything else, which is what we're going to talk about today, all the micro stuff, which is the interesting stuff.
Yeah.
But the macro stuff should be balanced. It's like, get your balance of those with good input, right? Good sources, but like understanding those macros, protein, fat, good fat, and basically like bad fat, like certain types of polysaturated fats, but even saturated fats can be okay because you need them. And then carbohydrates for energy. So if I learned this from jujitsu, if I'm just grinding, I'm doing a lot of exercise, and I've had a really hard sparring sessions, and I'm doing that 4 or 5 days a week, my intake, it can't just be protein. It also has to be a lot more carbohydrates, because that's just what I need to be able to perform. But that's how my body's set up. But I never even realized that until I push myself to like basically almost extremis, where I just feel like I can't take anymore,
So you're absolutely,
but only like a very like serious athletic competition can you get to that state.
Absolutely.
It's hard to push yourself.
So for me, that came through my exercise physiology schooling. I got more.
You understood that early.
Yeah, I got more out of my undergrad education on skeletal metabolism about nutrition than we got in medical school.
My dad is a doctor, and he just used to tell me, like, your liver will take care of it. Like, I just think the teaching, even for doctors, was so different back then. We didn't understand it. Nutrition was like basic stuff.
All this
not
stuff,
that long ago.
All the stuff that I have learned that I'm implementing now did not come from medical school.
Right.
And did not come from residency.
Right.
It was not part of our orthopedic education at all. And it actually had to go back to a lot of stuff that we learned from, the athletic performance and the kinesiology and skeletal metabolism, the stuff that, I kind of went into my practice having patients optimize their nutrition.
There's gaps. It's like, who's teaching this stuff?
Yes.
You had to look it up on your own.